All right, welcome back to our next video. Today we have something special. As you know, the car comes with the Bose system, and the Bose speakers are good, but if you know that the door speakers, they're good, but over time, especially at higher volume, they sometimes get a little bit, not so much on the cracky side, but like it just feels like the bass is blowing out. It's too much. And so I did some research and I found these Hertz speakers. These are the Pros MP 165P.3. And so here you are, Hertz speakers. These are about 300, a little over 300. They come from the UK, and you can go to R35audio.com. This video is not sponsored. Just did some research and found these speakers. We're gonna be going through the installation guide here today as step-by-step exactly what we need to do. Should be easy peasy. And I also wanna give you something that potentially you could do with your car. So check this out. As you may or may not know, you can actually buy an Alcantara double-sided sticky tape. This is the name of it here. It's gonna be LTT special. This is gonna be the adhesive for automotive. It's basically, it already has the adhesive on here. And all you have to do is peel this off. It's double-sided sticky tape. And you'll see that I did the door card here. This is gonna be Alcantara. This is the exact same material. And then I was gonna do the speakers about a week ago. And I ended up taking off these as a part of the process. You gotta take off the armrest on the door. And I wrapped it. So as you can see, it's Alcantara. It's pretty nice. And you can see a little bit here. I could have tucked it a little bit better. So, take your time with it. Underneath here, it could be tucked a little bit better as well. But for the most part, it looks really nice. You can zoom out here. Looks really nice. That matches with the top section as well. So definitely something that gives a nice flair for the car, because I will also be doing the Alcantara. I'm thinking about doing red here, or I potentially might just do the black, because then it's a little bit more neutral. So let's go ahead and get into this installation and go to the process. How many of you guys can relate? The wife orders some chairs for the backyard, and in the middle of the project, you get a package. Don't get sidetracked, gentlemen. Happy wife, happy life, but that's gonna have to wait. All right, so the first step, directions. Armrest, gotta take it off. So, pretty simple. All you gotta do is pull up. As you pull up, you pull out. Has your clips. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. And then now, after that's done, end of the door, left arrow, blah, blah, blah. So the biggest thing I'm looking for is going to be the size of the bolts that I need to take out. So I see one here, and there should be some additional things going on over here. So it looks like this needs to pop out too. And going through this process, something that comes up for me is that I technically could probably wrap this if I wanted to have this tie in with the Alcantara here. So this would be all Alcantara with Alcantara with Alcantara. Could be kind of cool, and then maybe just leave this inside. So I don't know. I might do some additional things with that. So it's all about being different. That's my goal, and I don't want to break anything. So take your time, gentlemen, with pulling this out, and ladies. How many guys can relate? Toolbox not accessible because your vehicle. Gotta move the truck forward. Here. Bigger garage is coming in the future for sure. So I am going to be needing a 10 millimeter on the, geez Louise. Gotta be more organized. I don't know who out there can relate, but I gotta be more organized. 10 millimeter it is. All right, so I highly recommend getting yourself something like a tool like this. And the best thing was to get in here. You got to be careful when you pull this. I'm starting to see some stress cracks, some bubbling, which gives me the indication that it's under stress. So you got to take your time. I still haven't got the top yet. So I'm just going to follow this around, take the piece, put it in here, and I'm going to pop it out. Now, I may need to, now gives me a good opportunity to clean this. And I may need to look at potentially wrapping this, just because I don't know if you can see closely, but let's see what you can see on the camera here. You see this here? That's no bueno. So I may potentially wrap this with the Alcantara just to do something a little bit different. Now, obviously, this here is the leather piece, which would make more sense to be wrapped because you're going to touch that. This typically is not going to be wrapped. Now, this piece isn't that bad, but definitely someone like myself, and probably you as well, if you're OCD, then be careful when taking it off and try to damage it. So now let's use a 10mm bolt, or the 10mm ratchet, and get these bolts out. Top panel. Extension tool will be needed to get to these, not so much, but this one down here is pretty deep. Take your time, and last thing you want to do is lose a screw inside the door panel. I don't know when the last time these door panels were actually taken off. I can imagine since the factory. This is a 2016 Nissan GTR, so I think going through stuff like this and taking things apart and cleaning things up is a good idea. I'm gonna do like the windshield on this thing. I gotta do the door trimming. The car's it's in pretty good condition for a 2016 with about 47,000 miles. But I don't know, figure like why not go through it, you know, and they don't make the car anymore. 2024 is the last year for the GTR. You didn't know, now you know. And 2016 was the last year before they did the facelift on the front bumper, back bumper, and inside of the vehicle. I'm gonna have to take a pause in this video because the family's making empanadas. I can say that right. It is currently November when this was filmed, so very close to the holiday season. And I'm over here in Gilbert, Arizona, getting eaten up by mosquitoes. All right, we'll get the rest of these bolts off and then take this door panel off. Worried about behind here in the lock. Want to make sure I don't break any of the mechanisms. This is definitely super tight as far as this bolt at the initial state. So far I got 3 of the bolts. This is a 4th one. We'll double check, make sure that I don't take anything out that I don't need to. This one's pretty much out. Gonna have to get some bug spray.
So you'll also use this tool to take this out. That's gonna be right back there. So we've gotten 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and we're looking for 6. Just double check. Good. Good, good. Good. So now I'll take this off, and I actually had to put a little piece of tape down here because it wasn't shining properly. When in doubt, use the tool.
There we go. Easy peasy. And looks like this one is not going to be a 10mm. This one looks like it's going to be, yep, Phillips.
All right, Phillips is out. These are the screws that you're gonna be the one to look at. Match them up as far as what you're gonna need. Should be good to go. Focus in there a little bit. Hoping I can reuse this piece. Should be able to. And let's get this door panel off, shall we?
All right, I'm gonna do this with you, utilizing the tools. There's supposed to be clips all the way around. I'm following the directions, so we should be good to go. Don't want to scratch our paint, we talked about earlier, so I want to make sure that we can do something. Be easy peasy. They say you just got to get to one section, like right here. Carpet I think is good, that we don't mess up this plastic. Look behind, yep, I see the clips. Okay, we're coming up. We're coming up, coming off. Easy peasy. All right, cool. Now the biggest thing is there's going to be a piece here. I see it. Let me show you. Want to make sure you don't, let me take you off here. You want to make sure that you don't mess this piece up. Locking mechanism. Let's go back here. See that right there? That metal line. I'm going to take it out. I'm going to take it out from right here. And it should be on like a pin, which I can bring it up and slide it out. Let's try it out and see what happens. I forgot a freaking bolt. It went all the way around. And there's one all the way in here. Well, it wouldn't be a project if there wasn't a hiccup. So this bolt, it is just not coming out. I don't know what the deal is, but I'm loosening it and it literally is spinning, but there's not light at the end of the tunnel. I'm not seeing or getting any bite. It's weird. And the whole entire panel is loose. All right. Less than ideal. I'm bringing out a power tool. This screw needs to come out. That's all I gotta say. I can't imagine it, maybe it's just too long. I can't imagine it not coming out. We did it. Oh my God. When in doubt, screw it. All right. So, cool. Look at that. Check this out. All right. So there's gonna be some wires down here. There's gonna be this wire here. There's this wire here. That wire connected right there. It's literally just put the wire through, and there's gonna be like a little, trying to make it dizzy over here watching this. The ball goes in there, and there's the ball right there. Okay, so now let's hold this with my foot and see what we gotta do here. Get a little bit closer, see if I can show you. So I'm gonna pull that out. That comes out like that. Then, whoa! All right, don't pull a Norm and film with one hand and have a wire or something have an issue, huh? So we have these wires here. This one needs to be unplugged from the speaker. My main concern is gonna be these ones. So I'm gonna take that one out. I'm gonna take this one out. And there's a clip that should be on the side. Maybe on this side here. Oh, there we go. Feeling it. Feeling it. Bada boom, bada bang. We are free. So you can see, well, at least I can see too, that there's the panel. And look, the car really is super silver. All right, now I can get the speaker out. Holy cow. Learn from me. And save yourself a whole ton of time, headache, and what have you. Okay, let's get the speaker out. All right, we're out. So it's basically 1, 2, 3 screws. They're gonna look like that. And then these two are for the door, right? And this one was for the speaker. Now let's install the new speakers. So it is definitely a Bose speaker. This is a 6.5-inch speaker. Supposed to be able to provide additional bass. Here's gonna be the 2 different types of speakers. This is, man, nothing. Holy cow. This, I have to say, is probably close to 5 pounds. This is probably close to about 1.5. So now we gotta go ahead and take this. I'm gonna put this upside down. And then this is gonna connect to how this was connected before. And then we'll take the 2 connectors and go into the positive and negative. You have to use this piece, line up the holes, put the screw in, and then you can do the wiring. And then just like those 3 screws go here, it's gonna be the same thing here as well. When putting this together, I highly recommend, look at that, the screwdriver. As far as like electric, trying to do it by hand, you could slip. If you puncture this outside ring, you're pretty much screwed. So just nice and slow, nice and steady and slow, going to race, and we are good to go. So now we'll flip this over, and then we'll take this, and then we'll connect positive, negative. Might need to read the directions just to make sure we understand. Attaching the speaker, final cable, making sure we understand is there going to be, one's white and one's blue. Normally red is the positive. So I can imagine maybe the blue this time is gonna be positive. Getting eaten up over here by bugs. So we're gonna go ahead and slide this in here. Nice and gentle. Not really going in that well, so you have to back and forth. Careful about the speaker. All right, that's in. Over here, I'm gonna take this, do the same, back and forth, as I have about 5-6 mosquitoes eating me alive at the same time that I plug this in. I'm ready to install. Wow, it's pretty interesting. Nissan really does a good job painting their door panels. I mean, it's painted all the way in. A lot of times cars, they'll just kind of like spray the jambs and they'll have it like misted in, but it won't be as clean as you see with this. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and plug this in here. So it's gonna be a little bit longer of a wire than it was before, but we should be able to tuck it away. Shouldn't have any issues. Set it up the way you wanna set it up. Now with this wire, the question is, I mean, I don't really see a spot outside of just this. Maybe we can run this wire. I don't want to break the seal, so I don't know if it's really gonna make too much of a difference, but if I could run the wire up in here, so this is what I would recommend. So I'm gonna take this wire, I'm gonna run it up in here and use the fact that I have the extra wire to go this direction. I don't want to have the seal broken. We're talking about, there we go, so that'll go there, that'll go there. So now I can screw this on here and I don't have to think twice about, now I'm gonna figure out, okay, where's this go? Like this. Now I don't have to think twice about, I don't want the wire being janky coming out of the seal. I want the speaker to be flush, right? So we're gonna get one screw in. Let's use the screwdriver, electric. That'll hold it. And now I can go over here and plug this in. That takes pretty much, that takes like all that extra, getting itchy, gets that extra wire, solves the problem. Okay, so I got that. Let's get the rest. There's 3 of them. Screw them in. Easy peasy lemon squeezy, baby. I don't know if this is gonna line up. This doesn't line up quite as good, so give it a little slack. And then you should be able to get the other ones lined up pretty easy. Now this doesn't line up. Let's see if this one lines up. This one kind of lines up. Let's see if I can get it in. Oh man, I'm losing blood over here, guys and gals, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, let's see. Okay, that one goes in, that one goes in. This one does not seem like it wants to go in quite the same. Okay, in. That's sick. Got the Hertz on the corner there. Look at that, boy. Sick. Let's go. Wire guns behind, gets connected here. That's good as new. So I could technically turn the car on and check it out. Also, you can watch the other YouTube video that I have installing the screen. Got that from Speed by Design. There is some pixelation down the screen. 1 pixel died, and unfortunately Chris wasn't very, and this is a prototype, and I didn't get the next gen. Wasn't very happy, or wasn't very caring from the perspective of like, just send me another one, dude, and I'll just swap it out. Is that big of a deal? I'm sure you have enough money, but basically everyone in the Facebook forums was just like, get out of here, bro. It's like, all right, cool, man. Doing videos, advertising your company, installing that shit, and then can't even hook me up. I don't even drive this car this much. And the screen's been in there for like less than a year, but it's all good. So put the door panel back on, repeat the process, get all these hooked back in, and we'll be easy peasy lemon squeezy. Meanwhile, in Paladitas, jeez Louise. Wow. I told you, door speakers. This looks great. Okay, door panel. I'm gonna bring it up. This is actually a decent weight. This fell off over here.
And remember, this thing is
Older?
20, 23 years old, 32 years old.
Wow.
So in its time,
Yeah.
this was a BG.
What year is it?
SL 500 03.
03?
2003. So it's 22 years old.
Wow. Right. Show you over here. Check it out. So this here, we gotta bring it here first. Slide it through. Clips in. Then you can go in here. Bring it through. Technically, we should probably go here first. Bring it over, and then clip it in. Like here, like so. There we go. And then now, everything's plugged in. Oh, came back out. Don't want that coming out. That would not be ideal. That one can connect here in a second. I guess we'll just do it now, shall we? See, that's coming back out again. I don't like that coming out. And then here, repeat the process. And that should do it. Strength, back there, there. Now we should just be able to push this back on. And make sure that let's go. I'm gonna take a ride in the father-in-law has SL 500 2003. So we just got to get a clip on here and we'll be good to go. There we go. Start getting some clips. Make sure that's working. That's working. All right, we're gonna take a ride real quick. I'm your car guy, you know. Oh, duh. I'm driving. Last thing I would do, check the locks. Make sure it works. Check your handle, make sure that works. And you literally can just pop it all in place. Start on one side, get it all popped in just with the clips. And then you can start to put stuff back together again. So I'm probably gonna start off with this one on the top. And last couple things is just try to remember what bolt, what screw goes where, order of operation. That could be pictures or what have you. I did use needle nose pliers to hold and then get this in here. And then, yeah, everything else should be pretty much easy. I'm gonna use this for the rest. There is one that's unique, which is this one. And gotta make sure I understand which one this one goes to. And then we've got 4 left, so 1, 2, 3, and then there was that one there. I believe the one that has an interesting end is gonna go here. So let's swap this out. I really want to listen to it right now, and this is a speaker that was having the issue, but I kind of don't want to listen to it right now, just because. Perfect, because I want to hear how it all sounds together. Okay, make sure this is the right way. Pop this in. So I hope that was helpful. If it was, just like the video and subscribe, and then give me your commentary, questions down below. I'm on Instagram. We do GTR events here twice a year, so that's pretty fun. And I've done some vlogs on that, so you can take a look at the GTR events that I've done. And then as I do different modifications, I'll post it here so y'all can be able to have some how-tos on some stuff that I'm doing. Don't over tighten your bolts too. And then happy installing your new speakers. Let's see if I can get this one back in here. This one was not easy. Actually, I guess, oh, look at that. Easy. Look at that, real easy. There's that one right here we're missing, so gonna have to get that one back in. All right, and then the other side is the exact same process. I'll try to give you some sound clips. Don't want to get any copyright issues. Not making much money off YouTube anyways, but let's find that last bolt and get put in. Check this out. That's probably why that was not backing out. Get a new bolt, shall we?
Is the new speaker right here?
Pops in.
Yep. Ooh, this is sexy.
And this right here just pops in.
Hold up. Before we're over with this episode, look what we found. Wow. I thought it was the passenger side, but it looks like could have been the driver's side. That is completely blown. Take off your doors, the panels, check the speakers, maybe see if yours are blown. That could be a good indication that you need to change yours. So I had to just do a quick little clip. I was like, whoa, that's not normal. Thanks for watching. See you on the next one. Oh, you didn't think I was gonna let you hear it? Now, obviously, I don't know how it's gonna sound, but we'll put something on and then we'll see how it sounds and make sure they work. Taking this one off compared to that one took like a third of the time. It was super fast. They're on. A little bit of bass on this one. So far, so good. A little bit of bass on this one. So far, so good. You won't be able to hear the bass on your side, but sound clean. Way louder. The highs and